Hey everybody, welcome back to the adventures of DeRemer. So today I'm going to do a mod. It's pretty simple. So I have a little fuse block, which is waterproof. It's made by WPP. It's just a little cheap block I bought off of Amazon. So basically what I'm going to have is I'm going to mount this to the top of my fuse panel in the truck. Some other people like to add a little metal tray next to it, which is really cool. That's what I did on my first Tacoma. But with the price of everything going up, I didn't want to spend $40–50 on materials to add, you know, a $20–30 fuse panel. So I decided just to hook it to the top of my factory fuse box. It's 100 amps total, and then each circuit is rated up to 30 amps each. I don't have many accessories now, but I wanted to put this in before I start adding stuff. It just makes it very clean. I don't like running a ton of wires to the battery. I'd rather have them, you know, just all come in here with a little panel here. It has little labels that I could put on them, what they are. It just keeps it very nice and organized, and that's what I like. So I'm gonna do a good amount of the install here on my desk. I got my fuse panel off my truck. It's really dirty. I mean, you go off-roading, nothing's clean anymore. But I just happened to label, I just put front and a little arrow right here, just so I remember which way is front. So basically I'm going to mount it with a block like this, fuse like this. So when you're looking into the truck, this will be your fender and this will be your motor on that side. So that way I can keep everything, you know, nice and neat. So I'm going to go ahead and mount these now. I kind of got too close to this, so I just super glued a little plug in there. I'm not going to leave, not going to put a nut in there just because of that plug. But I think with the three other nuts and bolts holding it, it'll be plenty strong. And they're not really blocking any of the diagram. I mean, this one where the hole went through is for heated mirrors. My truck doesn't have them. And then this one is just blocked, but it's the same as the 120A alternator below it. So it didn't really block out any of the stuff. I could still see it if I need to. I did cut the bolts down so they're going through minimally. I did trim some of them a little bit too short, but again, it's plenty strong. It's real tight. I shouldn't have any issues. Alright, so here's the basic panel. I'm all hooked down, kind of wired up how I want. So the flow of power is going to be, this cable is going to go here, and this is going to go to my battery in my truck. Then it's going to go through the 100 amp fuse, which is going to be the fuse for the whole panel, and it's going to go through this power to right here in the fuse block. And then it's going to power all these accessories that I hook in right here. Now, I don't really care for the angle that I put this at, but in order to get the, you know, cover to fit, I kind of had to do it that way because the hole's up here. But it's just a cosmetic thing. It'll still work great. This is 4-gauge wire. It's from Install Gear. It's just a car amp audio wiring kit, which was pretty nice, pretty handy. Came with all the wire, the fuse holder. Came with the little crimp connectors, the covers for them. So it just makes it a lot easier because it kind of has everything you need. And then this also, the amp cover, or the fuse cover. I don't know why I keep calling it an amp cover. So it's got that, and it's got the little box. So here's the finished product. Like I said, I got battery into the fuse holder, which has a 100 amp fuse. Follow that cable down, goes into the positive. cover off, positive. Then all these are the power, so I got power from my CB, and I got power from my rock lights. And then the ground is just hooking to a bolt right here where the battery actually hooks to. And then these are all your grounds. So ground for ditch lights and ground for the CB. And I got my fuses in here. And I guess there's also some type of protection, like these are supposed to light up if there's an issue. Make a little cover there. So I got radio, windshield lights, ditch lights, same thing. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.